There it is. Boom. We have just met our match. But the problem is Gerdat is going to keep hitting me with the snitch. But it's a price I will have to pay.
All right. Oh shit! I was supposed to do that during your turn. Shit, I forgot to do it. All right. So first, I'm going to surveil 2 with my Doom Whisperer.
Take one.
Pinging you for 1.
And you gain 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you
All right. And
gain
I'm
1.
actually gonna keep those. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those as is. And I'm gonna spend 2 to cast an Urban Utopia.
Gerdat. Gain 1 health.
Oh.
Doink.
And then I'm gonna spend 2 to cast a Whispering Snitch.
Ah. Okay.
And with that, I will end.
Wow. He's not even going to swing. Okay.
No, Doom Whisperer Surveil is my win con right now, unfortunately. I have set myself up with the ability to cast every single card in the set, but unfortunately, I don't actually have another win con right now.
Okay, I think I'm just going to let Gerdat's turn pass. I was thinking about using Lazav's copy ability, but it wasn't... I didn't have the right setup. What was the card I drew? Oh, Jesus. Have I really been playing this whole time without any blue mana? That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So, for my next trick, I am going to die. And I will start dying by paying 5. By paying 5 to make Lazav the Multifarious become a copy of the Doom Whisperer that is in my graveyard. I am just going to attach it to the Lazav for now. Mm-hmm. So now he is a 6/6 flying trample. And then, yeah, I'm going to swing at you with a 6/6 with flying trample.
Only the 1?
Only the 1.
All right. I'm going to use Doom Whisperer Surveil ability. You take 2.
I take 2.
And I'm going to send both of these to the graveyard.
Okay, now how do you respond to the attack?
I will declare no blockers.
So you take 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Lazav he is still himself. He will always be Lazav. And I will end my turn.
Okay. I'm going to put down an Overgrown Tomb tapped. And then I'm going to pay 2 with Doom Whisperer in order to surveil 2. You take 2.
I take 2.
And I'm going to send both of these to the graveyard. And I'm going to swing out.
Okay, 1 second, please. Just reset power and toughness. Okay, you're swinging out, and you have no cards in your hand. Lazav, who is the Doom Whisperer, who is still himself, is going to block your Doom Whisperer, and then I take 2 damage from your unblocked snitches.
Yep.
So everybody is dead, including this copy right here.
All right, and with that, I end.
And I have 2 health. Wait, you surveilled, right?
Yes, I surveilled.
So you gain 2 health.
Yes.
So you have 7.
No. I was at 5. You hit me for 6 while I was at 11.
Right, and then you surveil during your turn, right?
Yes, which requires me to pay 2 life.
So you pay 2. Oh, I got you. Well, that's a good win con right there. Jesus. All right. Well, I guess I got the game once again because Gerdat is wide open. He's got no cards in his hand.
Yeah, I mistimed a couple of attacks, and I missed a surveil trigger early on.
I'm going to pay a total of 6 mana to use all 3 of my Guild Mage forms to cast the Charnel Troll. Charnel Troll is a 7/7 with Trample. And then I will swing it to you with your Doom Whisperer that I casted with Lazav, who is copying the Thief of Sanity.
Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. All right, then. Good game, Clown.
Good game, Gerdat.
So, What I want to bring up is something that I actually knew going into this that I didn't take advantage of. Dimir is in fact the best color combination during in Guilds of Ravnica.
I would have to agree. Yes.
It is actually quite factual. It's got the best speed. It's got the best flyers. The Doom Whisperer is just such a fucking boss, and I was hesitant on running him because he's a mythic rare, and if anyone has been actually noticing this particular trend, I'm going to call to it now. I usually, when we are doing our set explorations, don't run mythic rares like at all, but yeah, Doom Whisperer was too goddamn good, especially with the ability to just set whatever top deck I wanted in. That being said, I never know what the fuck to do with Golgari. Golgari and Simic are both my worst color combinations. I can even play Azorius and Rakdos better than I do Golgari and Simic. Oy.
Well, what it does is first of all, especially because of the limitations of set exploration, black had to be the main concentration of any deck that tried to use, like, for example, the Gateway Plaza, which lets you produce any mana color you want if you want to go the black route. Because I noticed some synergy between green and blue, but there were no cards that were both green and blue in this entire set. But in this, yeah, and just as a quick note on the deck creation, that a lot of the choices I made did depend on just that. No matter which multicolored land it chose, it seemed I had to be black involved, and that's why I brought Doom Whisperer along, just to say, like, he's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah. Doom Whisperer is way too power crept, and it's why we're both running him. The rest of my deck is mostly draw and ramp. Prey Upon is my only actual removal option, and Prey Upon doesn't work against Doom Whisperer because Doom Whisperer is a 6/6, and they're both 6/6s, so they both die.
Right. And that Prey Upon, I realized pretty quickly, is supposed to be used with Death Touch. They make it pretty clear because there's a lot of Death Touch creatures. The Deathless Gorgon, for example, 2/2 with Death Touch, but you could pay either green or black to cast it. They drive it home pretty fast with that, and I thought it was cool. And let's just say that for the sake of consistency, for staying competitive during the game, you need more than just waiting on cool combos, especially when you're doing a fixed set exploration where the walls prevent you from looking above to see what you're supposed to combine these cards with, the other sets in the block.
Yeah. I still think that Dimir got the most pushed in this particular set. Although if I'm to be perfectly honest, I think for this block specifically wants to push Selesnya the most. But Selesnya as an archetype doesn't really work that well.
Well, so the whole idea with white is Mentor, and then a lot of red cards
have
Mentor.
Mentor is the Boros color. Yeah.
So they pushed Boros more than they pushed Selesnya, because Mentor is pretty useful.
Selesnya really fucking hard. The problem that Mentor has as a keyword is the fact that Mentor is only going to trigger off a total of twice in each game. After Mentor triggers off the second time, triggering it off any more than that causes you to lose.
But not if you give your creatures vigilance.
Even if you give your creatures vigilance, you can't trigger Mentor more than twice on a creature.
They will guard as one regardless, and they will probably die, yeah. Because it's short-lived. But I suppose, getting +1/+1 counters on your creature, then you give them other abilities like First Strike or Flying, and maybe from there. But yeah, on its own, Mentor is, it's a little, it needs more.
Which is sad, because I would during spoiler season, I loved Mentor. I was like, oh man, Mentor is going to be so cool. It's pretty much a better Outlast. And then I remember exactly why the fuck Outlast didn't work.
Well, at least Mentor lets you swing with the creature.
Yes, but it has to be a low power creature getting the 1/1.
So give it lots of toughness.
Yeah. Honestly, the other big keyword that that this set wants to introduce and push is undergrowth. And although I'm definitely running some undergrowth creatures,
Yeah.
like all the best undergrowth keywords are like on the much bigger creatures, and it gets to be a hassle trying to make that work.
All right, so if we could go back to the game board for a second on the subject of a keyword card, undergrowth, that used to be a rather significant consideration for my deck. Allow me to show you the story of how my deck came together. First of all, putting Charnel Troll out first, even though he's not the most important. I didn't even get to play Vraska during either of those games. This is the Planeswalker that I wanted to guard with my fucking 3/3 flyings, hexproof, death touch, and have just lots of protection so that I could get her ultimate off, which would ultimately cause me to win the game. Then there's the Charnel Troll, who depends on me to have lots and lots of creature cards in my graveyard, or he dies. And I don't want the Charnel Troll to die. But the problem is, he exiles creature cards, which would cause undergrowth abilities to lose their punch. So after a while, I ended up extinguishing undergrowth out from my deck entirely, and then because I wasn't using the best of green and black, I needed more power, so I went the dimmer route. But Charnel Troll, basically, you got to make a choice, in my opinion. You either play this guy, probably run over the hell out of your opponent, or you use your undergrowth abilities. Undergrowth presents a lot of options. You get removal, you get +X/+X, just lots of stuff that is antithetical to what this guy's all about.
Yeah. It's why I think Golgari is honestly one of the weaker colors for this set. I still like Golgari as thematically, but I will say that Golgari is honestly not that great in this set.
Not in isolation, no.
Yeah. But Doom Whisperer. Doom Whisperer. But sadly, Doom Whisperer is actually a Dimir card. It has nothing to do with Golgari.
Right, because of... I mean, kind of, because surveillance doesn't do what scrying does and unaffect your card advantage. You can both gain card advantage and put creature cards in your graveyard to get your undergrowth off.
Yeah, but Surveil is specifically the Dimir mechanic.
Right, because they're the only ones that have it.
Surveil actually helps Golgari, but that's the black side. It's not the green side.
Well, it's surveillance is the blue side.
No, man. The discard half of Surveil is the black side of Surveil.
Well, it's not discarding. It's sending from the top of your deck to the graveyard.
Okay, so the mill half of Surveil,
yes,
is black.
Sanity Mill. But yeah, I enjoyed playing this set.
As did I.
In many tests, I had my little rook set up. I used to run the green Ferox. I can't remember what the name of it is. The Ferox Predator, maybe. 6/6, 4-drop, has hexproof. It also has you can't cast non-creature spells, and any player could pay 2 to cause it to lose all abilities until the end of the turn. And then I got my Planeswalker shit to work off. The problem with Vraska, though, is that if you don't have, I don't know, enough protection, or if you ran into the same problem I did, where you only basically got your setup off 20% of the time, you're probably not going to get her ultimate off. You're better off, in a lot of cases, using her -3 to destroy target non-land permanent with convert mana cost 3 or less, which makes her a pretty vicious 4-drop card, if I do say so myself, because I think losing like a 3-drop artifact or a 3-drop creature with big stats, yeah, that's a big demerit.
Honestly, what Vraska really wants is tokens. She wants to prey upon the Selesnya stuff,
Ooh.
But she can't because she's in black.
Maybe I should have tried doing the, what do you call it, the Abzan route.
Abzan, let me think. Abzan is white, green...
Black.
White, green, black?
Yep.
Okay. The issue there is that Guilds of Ravnica doesn't really have all that many token generators.
Yeah.
I mean, blue gets Thopters still, but blue always gets Thopters.
Always gets Thopters.
All right, but this has been us attempting to explore the Guilds of Ravnica set. It is actually a really powerful set. It set the stage for what War of the Spark was going to do, story-wise, and Dimir is OP.
Yes. Glory to the sanity.
Yeah. Be safe, everybody.
I will steal your mind.